What up, gamers? Fencer here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. And I see that I got mail. Have a nice weekend. It's the only mail that I got. Eve Laster, Laster at mess.local. Untitled mail group do not use. Monday, December 9th, 2019, 12:06 a.m. Have a nice weekend. I'm on leave the rest of the week. Contact Ravi if you need to schedule the server time, but I expect my jobs to run a few days since we've collected so much data this week. How about we arrange a meeting to discuss the results when I return? By Metaverse Enterprise Solutions, Eve Lasser, Senior Engineer. So yeah, I know there is a whole lore thing going on with this game. Like I saw that if you delve into the files of the game, not only just with Monica, just like messing with the files, which I think is also part of the original, like from the original release of the game. But I think there might be some other stuff too, like that's been added. I'm not too sure, but I know with the mail, like that's like definitely something new when it comes to the overall lore of like I guess the stuff outside of the game of like the DLC. Anyways, yeah, for the rest of the videos for this game here, I'm just going to do the side stories because I've unlocked them. Um and yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to do. And yeah, let's go begin with trust. We'll go from I guess from top to bottom here. Begin a side story. Not sure what these are like. I'm not sure if they're like super scary or not. Ooh. Ooh, the music is so different. It feels kind of refreshing too, like I've never seen these before. Oh, what the heck? The stairs? I never saw this. This is like new art, right? Wow, this feels weird. I've seen this game a couple of times, like way back in the day. So like I'm not familiar with like some of this. Like it's such a weird feeling. Like I know some people made mods for this game, right? I didn't really look too much into the mods, but I know the mods exist. This is what it feels like right now. Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? Ah, I miss debate club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. Oh, is she the only member right now? Is this the start of the literature club? I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica's the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody's is into literature enough to pick it over other club interest. I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision. But what kind of vision? Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. Hello? Whoa. It was. I thought a jump scare was about to happen. Hey, it's Iori. Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Man, dude, what is this music? I'm used to like always hearing like a variation of like the usual song, or even like some of the other regular songs, but this one is like, this one just feels so new. It feels weird. Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I never do this. Is this the napping club? No, this is. Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is, in fact, the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a second. I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional for me to do that. Oh, the song. I remember that. Okay. Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh. Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that, this is everybody. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president. Oh, that's how she gets the title, I guess. She just first come, first serve, I guess. Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Hey, the music. Dang. Yeah, one thing with this game is the music is so memorable from the original. So I do recognize some of the parts of the song. Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people to do too. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that... Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry that this isn't, like, a real club yet. Ooh. I'm starting to grow on this song here. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members, at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica! That's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. And I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Hey, yeah, that's the story that I know of. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. Sayori suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, then lets go. Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sayori whispers loudly, hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Hug energy? Monica laughs. Although Sayori is very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she's finally found another club member, but... Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too. A day passes and the time comes for the literature club, Monica and Sayori to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she is the first to arrive in the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining? No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. But I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late. I'm here. It's okay. Welcome back. And... Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheets onto Monica's desk. Oh, what's this? Oh, we got a poem. We got poems here too. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me. When I look up to you, the more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Sayori? Of course. Wait. Wait, no. That's the wrong side of the paper. Wait, what? Was that just like a practice? Like a draft? Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed. But it's a good start. Like if that's not finished, then that's a good start. Monica flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. Oh. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not going anywhere as near as good at it as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person. I was like conflicted to sound saying people or person. I want myself to be, or something like that. You should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to like set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision a club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Oh yeah. I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can express to other people usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me to form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else reads it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I'd love that. Oh geez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? I brainstormed so hard. It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster. My gosh, she's going all the way with the brainstorming. Sayori, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Natsuki. I was hungry, but it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have a chance to give people cupcakes? You know, like when they come into the club. What if he said we had free cupcakes on the flyers? I'm, like, kind of worried that would bring in the wrong kinds of people, you know? Wrong kinds? People would just come for the cupcakes and then leave. Nobody would do that. That would be mean. But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature. Even if they don't know yet. Let's see, the next thing on the list, I'm guessing something related to Yuri? Hunts for people reading books. Yeah, that seems like the most... I guess, you know, at least it's more matching to the club than cupcakes. I don't think I get it. Like, going around to school and finding people who are reading books, you know? Like in the morning or during lunch. And we tell them to check out the literature club. I think that's a good idea, you know? Well, the problem is that wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? I guess, yeah, maybe that makes sense. But like, I would also just ask in general still, if it's like a book they like reading in their own time, you know, just to make sure. You don't want to miss out on a opportunity if maybe they just like to read for fun. How would we know if they're just reading for fun? Yeah. Well, we could ask them. Yeah, that's my solution there. But then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I guess that could be a thing too. I mean, I would just ask, like, you know, just maybe for a short while and then move on. Maybe. I don't know if that's, like, awkward to do or not. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just to put them up on a wall. I think that's probably the most normal and best one. It doesn't feel that intrusive or like you know, that's like not like related, like it is related. I definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful. I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What would we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. What if you told them about the club activities and stuff? What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. As if she's not normal. You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of a literature club? Probably like, literature's so stupid. It's stupid. I'm joining the anime club. What the heck? Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine. Oh. So yeah, the player, the MC of this game does exist. Whoa. That's cool. I was referenced. Okay, what if you said, like, do a group reading and discuss it together? I would probably nap through that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know? This sucks. Why is it so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate. Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We could be like, express your true self. Be intimate with us. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. What? What is it? I forgot all of my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rush? But we weren't... never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second. Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame. Monica! Huh? You startled me. Sorry. But it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Oh, Yuri. Reading a book? Let's hurry and recruit her. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework? I could tell she was really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom, with Sayori leading the way. This way! You don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper. See? In here! Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president, and I would probably scare her away. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom. That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why, what happened? Well, when I entered the classroom, and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kinda just left a flyer on her desk, and then walked out. That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? To head back to the club room, Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list, and with Monica coming up with with ideas of her own, the two end up in a better spot than before from when they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayori appears at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself, join the literature club, right the way into your heart? That's so cute. I thought it was a little overdramatic, but Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What? What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Uh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go, and it's like I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything, so I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of it deviating from that, the vision. What's the vision? It's. Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to. Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her fingers against the sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart. I think that's what you're trying to do, is to make the club that you need the most out of everyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself the best, of course. But I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sayori's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever. Sayori nods and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner, and the only movement is the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home? You tell me, you're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's all right. I just want some alone time. In that case, Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck. Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the club room. All alone, she sighs herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed right about now. The club that I need the most? I don't get it. I just want to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that, because it's a window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in, the person who's forced to be perfect. Hmm? Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Dang. Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me. All for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck every day. Pluck, 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 so pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're going to die and you too? Beneath the it's just just reading that, I thought it was about to go dark or something, just because with Sayori, like, we know what happened to her. Beneath my feet a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction. In the field I stand in, the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland. the fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. And that's why I have decided I must become the flower. What the? Wait, Sayori? Oh, that was the first side story. Let's go for the second one, Trust. Yeah, it's so cool to just see like the origins of the literature club, and I assume that the main character, like the MC here, is not going to be a part of the story here, just because we met them for the first time. Like other than Sayori, we met the club and joined the club for the first time during the main parts of the game. So I'm guessing the main character here is not going to be a part of this whole thing. Two, Trust begins side story. Let's go. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club task, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sayori is going through these kind of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile. But upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said it so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Siri responds quietly. Yeah, when I read the poem, I thought maybe it would be going a bit more of a darker path. Like, yeah, it was, I guess, kind of dark near the end. But I thought we were about to go like the main game dark, like the get out of my head type stuff. I guess for this like there's not really gonna be any of those like those horror elements. I think everything is gonna be like normal, I guess, when it comes to the tone. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It just wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy, so if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things, but as unfair as it is for Monica to pry, it's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry, and I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. I like these pauses. I don't think they have that in the main game. Unless like you count like the jump scares sometimes. There might be some pause and you're like wondering what's going on. This is the Literature Club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart, or whatever. So, I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayori smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile. I promise, me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment? It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I just need, like, some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so hard. You kinda just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. I mean, yeah, for me, I would actually just write about the whole perfectionist thing, and then maybe that will like lead into you like maybe, I guess, maybe accepting maybe more of the consequences of like not being a perfectionist, maybe, and then you can turn your feelings into a little story. Hmm. You can get your feelings down at first and then make it sound pretty later. It's like it's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's really good. It's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing on. Stop being a perfectionist. You know, does this go into like that one thing that she said? I think it was her, Monica. I think she said, I think the writing tip of the day, right? Where she said like if you find yourself stuck, then just I guess just try to finish it first and then tidy it up later. I'm guessing that's a reference to like what Sayori said. Like that's her tip. Is it gonna be like that? But then there's the whole thing with the whole save me or like save your game, right? I'm sure that's not supposed to be a real tip from these guys. So I'm wondering if the writing tip of the day is based on like maybe the advice she's getting from her friends, from Monica's friends here. And yeah, I'm saying Monica here, like she's the main character of this whole story because we begin with her. You idiot. I'm just kidding. Monica scribbles out, you idiot, after she writes it down. No, keep it. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. No, yeah, I think I agree with that too. Just like, get out record your feelings first. And then decide later if you want to maybe keep it. Because, you can also maybe feel when you see that, like maybe you can also just read into the author's intent or feelings when you read it. But I was just, well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites, "You idiot." She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote it down, what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did that exact thing anyway. This is really gonna take some time to take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks, I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course. Monica continues to exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write about without overthinking it. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts. Phew. Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating. Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing. Like once you write down maybe something that you might think is stupid, at least you got it down. Like just writing down maybe at least trying it out first. Like it's gonna feel liberating at the end, I would imagine. Mm-hmm. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to really try really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing with you. Sayori beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it. Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club, not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so did the essence of the Literature Club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. And that's it. Oh, there's more. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one in the club room. With her is a printout of the revised Literature Club flyer, complete with all new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with. If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much attractive than the old one, but the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Right the way into your heart. I wonder if that thing, what was it? What do you call that again? The catchphrase, yeah. If like that's also something that she just also decided to use in the Your Reality song too. You know, right the way into his heart. I'm wondering if she wrote that just based on this too. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart and not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be the president if I can't demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form, but with that, the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. The big club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper, but her hand doesn't move. Oh, instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. I've done that too, you know, like when I'm about to write, but then I don't know where to start or like what to start with. I just like leave the pen there, and then it would just make this really huge puddle of ink. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it, and she does so. The black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Out of spite for herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica. Just move your hand, Monica writes. Oh, look, there's the. I like how they also added that too. That's cool. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. Ooh. I mean, just that alone. I like that. I like that. Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Sayori approach her desk, then stops for a second, probably reading the sheet of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Mm-hmm. Me too. Why for her too? You too? The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard on the club, but there's also something else I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Hmm? Sayori takes a sheet of paper from Monika's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monika with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monika takes the sheet of paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Oh, jeez. All right, let's just straight into it. I mean, yeah, I guess yeah, it makes sense for Monika to really understand her, because like I remember when Monika would tell tell the main character about how like Sayori is always sad, but like in front of us, like she's always happy. Ooh, it's getting a bit heavier now. Jeez, I guess that's why it's a bad day for her too. Sayori, this is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday, I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's a part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I'm scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually the that Sayori needed? Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? Okay, this is pretty much like sounding like what Sayori was when she was, I guess, confessing her true feelings to the main character. So I never tell anyone about these kind of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Sayori pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sayori pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that'll be one of those people too. I am worried. Part of me hates myself for doing this, but another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only two people, but it already means this much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart, a feeling of connection as Siguri's emotions radiates between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But, if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. Hey, if you'd like. Oh, Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monika's shoulder. That's really cool that we see some new arts here. Like I've always been a fan of the art. Like it looks really good of this game. Through her uh, contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that all of the days that have passed, this is the one where she really hopes that nobody new walks in through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything, I'll never judge you, I promise. Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless, and everyone would be better off without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything, and it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away, and now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. Well, even for me, man, like, this is such a sad moment. I'm also trying my best to keep my composure here. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. It's just being a friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort, but she knows, Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are ones that don't belong, and Monica can't magically make them go away. The most that she can do is help Sayori battle them like any good friend would do. You have so much value. To me, and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could ever happen. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two shared their embrace for a while longer, Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Mm-hmm. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sayori nods. It's scary, since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah, well, of course it will always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches. Wow, that made me tired and hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up to it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles. But I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. Is it Yuri? The door opens, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Hey, Yuri? Oh, I guess that'll be for next time. Oh, look, we got some more mail. What the heck? Oh, side stories. What the heck? Hold on, we got this from 9? But this one you got from 8. I don't know if it's like reversed with the dates. I know in some other countries that they put the date and then the month. So I don't know if it's like December 8th. But wait, even though that doesn't make sense. Hold on, wait. Am I seeing this right? Or no, wait, 12. Uh the 12th. So August 12th. But wait, even so, even though if I reverse them, like it's still like I got this first and then this, right? I don't know. My head is kind of like scrambled by just thinking about this. Um do not use. Okay, Sunday, December 8th. So it is December, okay. Side stories. Thank you for everyone who worked so hard on the control simulation. I can't imagine how tedious it must have been to delicately hide Monica's elevated permissions without disrupting our connection to the VM, the virtual machine. Hide Monica's elevated permissions. So she's been given like maybe administrative permissions. Just to clarify, all of the recordings labeled side stories are part of the control simulation, right? I'm noticing some details of the characters' lives here, and there that are different a little bit from those in VM1, Virtual Machine 1, even trivial ones. Is it part of the butterfly effect from some of Monica's more fundamental changes, or is it a result of her just messing around with the other characters in VM1 as her own experiment or for fun? Oh. So if I'm keeping track, we have what, like 5 different universes in total, with 3 or 4 of them created, then destroyed by Monica, of course. It's funny because I keep wanting to speculate on which one is the real universe, but in reality, they all are, as real as ours is anyway. Ria Vort, system administrator. Wow, that's something to think about. Different universes, so like a multiverse. I guess within like the simulation here. Hmm. But like with Monica given permission, I'm guessing she's making differences. Like, did she already begin to be more self aware? Where like now she's making changes to the story. I'm not sure. I also want to know what it means by VM1, like Virtual Machine One, because I feel like that means this is like a Virtual Machine 2 or something, right? At least a 2 or 3. And then there's a butterfly effect. So I'm guessing like they just keep on repeating this simulation where I think now because they given her like permissions, because I'm guessing this is a experiment on Monica. Then they just want to see what Monica would do, I guess. Hmm. Yeah, it is interesting to think about. I can't wait to watch the game theories about it because I know they've made new ones. I've only watched like the first one that they made. I think from like way back then. I don't remember if I watched like the later ones, like the ones that are before the plus version. Like I don't remember if I watched those other than the first one. But yeah, that's really cool, man. Just to think about the whole lore about the metaverse enterprise solutions. I'm really curious about this, and I feel like this might carry over to like their next game, like whatever that might be. Because like, what if their next game is kind of like this too, where like maybe it's just also like a you know, I guess like a fake game or like a game within a game, kind of like with this here. Like we got a desktop, and the only way you can play the normal game is through this here. Like you launch it from within the game. Well, also, I guess it makes sense too that they made this desktop here because if this is the virtual machine, I mean, this is pretty much a virtual machine. And yeah, if you don't know what a virtual machine is, it's pretty much like a computer, like within your computer, if that makes any sense. um, we also got some music here too. I should play some music. The hug energy. Oh no, I want things to be happy, man. That was way too sad. Like especially when Sayori was talking about the the sad parts. Which one? No, not that one. I'm just wondering which one should I use. I'm not gonna be doing this one though. Yeah, maybe this is the best one to like put on loop. I think I'll play that from here on out. But yeah, guys, I just want to end up on a happier note because man, that was deep, and I'm guessing it'll be like this for the rest of them. So yeah, can't wait to see what all these stories are about. Anyway, guys, yeah, I think that'll be it for now. That's game.